Greetings, everyone. Well, guess what? Bringer of Funerals strikes again. Yeah, he sent along another package. Oh, and another package. This one looks like Customs got their mitts on. Dirty Customs people. And another package. And another package. So much stuff from Bringer of Funerals. That's what we're going to check out today on the Multimedia Chronicles. I'm gonna drop it. Okay. Welcome back. So, these are all clearly numbered somewhere. Maybe not so clearly. Yeah, so this is number 4. I can't show you the number because it's on the address side, but trust me, they're numbered. That's number 4. This is number 3. This is number 2. And this is number 1. Alrighty, so let's not waste any time, because Bringer of Funerals is stuff is always epic and awesome. Let's just bring this down a little bit. There we go. Okay, so let's start with package number 1. I don't know. It could be anything. He sent me such a variety of stuff over the past year or so, ranging from cartoons to horror movies to crime drama, just any number of things. Alright, and I did double check. I know for sure that these are all from Bringer of Funerals, so I'm not mixing them up this time. Alright, so what do we got here? We got 4 DVDs. Let's bring it down here and take a look. Start here, we got... Oh! I do not know this. I recognize one of the actors, though. We have Cyborg Cop. Human, cyborg, or killer robot. Rated 18. Rated 18 for... Doesn't say. It just says suitable for persons of 18 years or and over. When a mysterious package arrives on his doorstep, Jack Ryan... I think that's a different Jack Ryan. A former member of the DEA immediately suspects that something is wrong. He discovers that the package contains a plea for help from his brother Philip on a DEA assignment on the Caribbean island of St. Keith, and he hurries to help, where he finds himself up against the diabolic scientist Kessel and his creations. And I noticed that this co-stars John Rhys-Davies, Gimli himself from the Lord of the Rings movies. Awesome. And I'll just take a... ooh, look at that. Just black with white text. So dark. Awesome. Cool. That sounds like some fun sci-fi cheese. I do enjoy le fromage. And let's see what we got here. Oh, sweet. I have not seen this. I have seen the original 70s version, of course, but I have not seen the remake. Namely, Death Race with Jason fucking Statham. Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you for sending me this so I don't have to spend money on it. Yeah, I heard nothing but bad things about it, but, you know, that it was a passable cheese fest, but not as good as the original. But whatever. I definitely have been curious to check it out after checking out the original. Yeah, so just take a quick peek inside. We got... There we go. Not for rental. So absolutely do not rent this. Only buy it or accept it as a gift. Rated 15, contains strong violence and language. Special features, we got, it's the extended version, which contains unseen footage you didn't see in cinemas. Well, all the footage would be stuff I didn't see in cinemas because I haven't seen the movie. Special features: Start Your Engines, making a death race. Behind the Wheel, dissecting the stunts. Feature commentary with director... Oh, it's directed by Paul Anderson. I didn't realize that. Paul Anderson is the guy who's directed all the Resident Evil movies. Did Event Horizon, one of my all-time favorite sci-fi horror movies. Did the first Mortal Kombat movie. He did the first Alien vs. Predator movie. Yeah, he's a very hit-and-miss director. But, yeah, cool. So, feature commentary with director Paul Anderson and producer Jeremy Bolt. Very cool. Well, I'll definitely enjoy checking that out. Okay, and next we have... Oh, of course, if you got the first one, you got to have the second one. We got Death Race 2. There we go. I'm actually kind of glad I seem to be pulling these out in the correct order. Just randomly. No Jason fucking Statham in this one. Oh, well. So we got... Yeah, and it's produced by Paul Anderson, but actually I noticed the cast on these is actually quite impressive. We got Jason Statham on here, and that's actually Ian McShane, and I don't recognize anybody else. But then the second one we have Luke Goss, Fred Kohler, Danny Trejo, Ving Rhames, and Sean Bean. Awesome. Well, that makes it must-see for me just based on those three cast members alone. Contains strong, bloody violence. And then the other 18 certificate says, fit for viewing by persons aged 18 years or more. So once you turn 18, it's perfectly acceptable for you to view lots of strong, bloody violence. So in terms of extras, well, I guess just the description, ex-Speedway champion Jensen Ames, is a master of survival in a futuristic post-industrial wasteland. Framed and imprisoned for the gruesome murder of his wife, Ames is forced to face the country's most violent criminals in a brutal televised car race run by the prison warden. With monster cars, machine guns, and bone-crunching crashes, Ames will destroy anything in his path to claim his prize of freedom. This action-packed, explosive movie will have you gripping your seat at every twist and turn. Welcome to the most evil spectator sport on Earth. Welcome to Death Race. That sounds like quite a departure from the plot of the original, but whatever. And the second one, 3 days, 10 killers, 20,000 rounds of ammo. The filmmakers of Death Race and Resident Evil bring you back into the adrenaline-pumping world of the most evil reality TV show on Earth, Death Race. Packed with monster cars, machine guns, and bone-crunching crashes, this explosive film brings together an all-star cast, including Luke Goss, Sean Bean, Ving Rhames, and Danny Trejo, for more high-octane, ultra-violent action. I won't bother going into all the extras. Suffice it to say, there's some making of featurettes and commentaries. Awesome. Very cool. Thank you very much. I've actually been sort of morbidly curious about the remakes because I actually really enjoyed the 70s original. All right, so let's take a look at the last one. We have, good old Steven Seagal. My mom is a huge Steven Seagal fan. I don't know why. There's something about him she really likes. This looks like one of his later films where he's a little chunkier, maybe not moving quite as fast as he did back in the day. We have The Keeper. Awesome. So, wow, there's a really lengthy description on the back here. So, fit for viewing by persons age 15 or more. And the other 15 rating says, contains strong violence, language, and hard drug use and nudity. Fucking A. And that only that only got it a 15 rating. What does it take to get an 18 rating? Jeez. Okay. Tough LA cop Roland Salinger is betrayed by his partner during a stakeout and left for dead. But Roland is still breathing when the ambulance arrives. A year later, he's still recovering from his ordeal and has been forced into retirement from the squad. Meanwhile, in Bucharest, Romanian police chief Constantin Corza, an old friend of Roland's, is a wealthy businessman and happily retired from the force. His daughter Nikita is a Paris Hilton-style heiress who's dating Marco Inescu, star forward on the Tornadoes football team. One night, Nikita is kidnapped after partying with Marco at a club. When he gets a call did we really need to hear about the whole intricacies of who's related to who and who's dating who and stuff like that? Couldn't they just say, such and such's daughter gets kidnapped? Anyway. Brevity, people. Come on, it's the ADD generation. We don't need big, long-winded intros. What do you think this is, the days of VHS? When he gets a call from Constantine asking him to come to Romania, Roland takes the next flight. When he arrives, Roland learns that after the fall of communism in Romania, the gangs have become more powerful than ever and have targeted Constantine and his family. He now must help his old friend retrieve and protect his daughter while trying to discover who is behind it all in a very unfamiliar place. 2009. So this is like a really recent Steven Seagal movie. Cool. Awesome. Well, I really haven't seen very much Steven Seagal stuff. I know, as I say, my mom's a huge fan. She had pretty much all of his films on VHS. So I will definitely enjoy those. Oh, and we have a note. We may have to split this package opening up into a few parts, just because there's so much stuff. So maybe we'll do it as a twofer. How's that sound? All right. So here we have a note. Okay, to Sean. Hello. Hope you are well. In this package is some straight-to-DVD action films that are low budget but are good for sitting back to watch without switching your brain on. Plus, with The Expendables 2 out in the cinema here, I thought it was time for some action films in your collection. Definitely. Always a place for some more action films in the collection. I enjoy watching your vids and will continue to send more, so sit back, relax, and enjoy with Arse Action. What? Oh, kick arse. I keep forgetting in Britain, you guys say arse rather than ass, but you pronounce arse ass. So, kick-ass action. There we go. Okay. P.S. Can you review the blue of Twilight Zone I had sent, please, as I would like to know your in-depth thoughts on it. Also, me and David Bunch of Numbers are telling each other what we've got you so we don't double up. Oh, the senders of epic packages from the UK have teamed up, folks. Look out. We're in for some awesomeness now. From Stuart, Bringer of Funerals. Awesome. Yeah, I will definitely do a more in-depth look at the Twilight Zone set when I get a chance. I haven't had the opportunity to sit down and watch very much of it yet. I just kind of skimmed it a little bit to check out the quality and stuff, and it looks fantastic. Like, I mean, it's obvious they went right back to the source elements for it. And just even I watched most of the first episode, and just the amount of detail in the image is really quite amazing compared to, I mean, even the DVD set I had before that season was fantastic. And but this is really a night and day difference. I mean, it's just the first episode is I forget what it's called. It's like, Is There Anybody There or something like that. It was basically about a guy alone in a small town trying to, who appears to be the last man on Earth, and just all the little details, the dirt on the ground and the trees and the leaves and the grass and the wood grain and the houses and stuff, and little details in the shops he goes into. Just so much detail to see in that. That's one that I really want to get a bigger TV for and watch it good and proper on a nice big screen. But yeah, I'll definitely talk more about the Twilight Zone at some point. I mean, I really should anyway, because I did the big review of the DVD set a while back, so it would be nice to have a big review of basically the same season, but the Blu-ray version, so people can compare, my comments on both reviews. So, yeah, okay. So, next up, we have package number 2, which Customs got into, as you can see there. Customs. Yeah, so let's just flip this around here. And take a look. So I guess we'll do 1 and 2 in this video, and we'll do 3 and 4 in the next video. Okay, so let's put it down here, and we got the note, which we'll set aside, and we'll read after. Actually, you know what? I'll leave the note in the package so I don't forget, because I find I tend to forget when I set them aside. Okay, so starting from the front here, we have... Ooh, what do we got here? Some more stuff for the martial arts collection, I'm guessing. Fantastic. From Cine Asia, we have chocolate. I've never even heard of this one. I've heard of chocolat, which I'm sure is not this film. From the makers of Ong Bak and Warrior King comes the new no stunt doubles action sensation. Zin was once a prominent member of the most feared mafia gang in Thailand and mistress to its notorious leader, Number 8. Now suffering from leukemia, the only way to raise money for treatment is for her daughter, Zen, to seek out her old underworld contacts and collect outstanding debts. Blessed with an incredible ability to mimic the fighting moves of her favorite action heroes, Zen proves an awesome match for those who stand in her way. However, when number 8 decides that the money belongs to him, Zen is faced with a full-on battle for survival, starring Asia's new female action superstar Jija Yanin, who spent 2 years in training. Chocolate contains some of the most breathtaking action you will see this year. Fantastic, and there's a whole bunch of featurettes about the cast and fighting and everything. So we got this nice, very very nice slipcover actually. Let's put that there, and then have the actual disc there, and we open her up. There we go. Definitely getting some cool stuff for the martial arts collection. That's awesome. So thank you, and to everyone else who's been sending martial arts DVDs. I'm gonna have a martial arts marathon, because there's a lot of stuff to check out. And here we have, Jackie Chan in the Shinjuku incident. Awesome. No more Mr. Nice Guy. Riveting. 4 stars. 4 stars. So this is a fairly recent one. Provocative, compelling, and underscored with hard-hitting action, this pulse-pounding thriller explodes with tension and delivers a career-defining performance from international action superstar Jackie Chan. Hundreds of Chinese refugees wash up on Japan's Wakasa Bay. One, a law-abiding farm worker known as Steelhead, has come to find the woman he has loved since childhood, but his quest ends in bitter rejection when he discovers she has married Yakuza underboss Eguchi. Heartbroken, his life descends into darkness. A petty crime quickly escalates to murder. With blood on his hands, he will risk everything to secure a future for his people as they face an increasingly brutal onslaught from a criminal empire protected by a secret code. However, his defiance will lead to all-out war as both factions fight for control of the infamous Shinjuku district in the heart of Japan's greatest city. Ultimately pursued by forces on both sides of the law, he must fight for redemption and the survival of those he loves in the darkest night he has ever known. The Shinjuku incident is uncompromising cinema with the most unforgettable finale of any Jackie Chan film to date. And there's a whole pile of behind-the-scenes featurettes and interviews with the principal cast and crew. And if we just spin things around here. And it's a special deluxe 2-disc set. Very cool indeed. And if we take a look underneath. Yeah, if we take a look underneath, we've got a few things there. I love these see-through cases, eh? Very nice. And there we go. Cool. I like how we got some stuff from action stars who've been around for a while, but sort of their more recent stuff. I really haven't seen a lot of Jackie Chan stuff either. Like, I haven't even seen Rumble in the Bronx or, any of the other ones he's done. Yeah, I'm terrible. I don't know anything. Hey, I've heard of this one. It's one I've heard of. Oh my god. We have IP Man or Ip Man. I don't know, whatever. Fantastic. Yeah, I remember hearing about this one. And there's a sequel as well, I think. Mentor of iconic legend Bruce Lee. Oh, okay. Cool. Oh, excuse me, it's late. An untouchable classic, IP Man is a glorious and evocative biopic of the man who defied an empire, pioneered the world's most explosive fighting art, and went on to mentor Bruce Lee, the greatest martial arts icon of all time. Oh, that's cool. I had no idea it was sort of a semi-biographical movie. Set in Foshan, China during the Sino-Japanese War, IP Man vividly brings to life the brutality of the famous Japanese occupation where once proud men are forced to fight to the death for a precious bag of rice. Defined by courage and humility, one man rises to the fore. Grandmaster, I don't think it's IP Man, I think it's Ip Man. Sorry. A Wing Chun impresario whose matchless fighting skill is revered all over China. Upon refusing to teach his beloved fighting art to the invading Japanese soldiers, he is forced to fight for the honor of his country in a series of battles that will culminate in a kill or be killed showdown with Japan's greatest fighter. With sumptuous production values, a career-defining performance from Kung Fu superstar Donnie Yen, and inspired close-quarter fight sequences by action legend Sammo Hung, Ip Man is an unforgettable event movie experience that will define the benchmark in action cinema for years to come. And there is a butt-ton of special features on here, including a world-exclusive featurette from Ip Man to Bruce Lee, tracing the legacy. Interesting. So, there we go. So we have, and again, Super Deluxe 2-disc set. Very nice indeed. Very nice. And again, if we take a look, so this is all stuff from Cine Asia, which I gather sort of specializes in, martial arts stuff. There we go. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Where'd that other disc go? Yeah. There we are. Alright. Excelente. Okay. So it looks like we got one more in here. Guessing another martial arts one. We have... Ooh. I have not heard of this one. We have Fatal Contact. Excellent. No rules. Only one winner. Left my jaw on the floor, says Twitch. Awesome fight sequences, says Lights Out Cinema. Okay, here we go. Another long-winded description for you. When penniless Kung Fu Olympian Kong Ko, played by Jackie Wu Jing, is lured into the shadowy world of underground boxing, he thinks winning a few fights is all that it will take to secure his future. But as he rips through some of the best fighters on the circuit and the stakes become higher... Excuse me. He is transformed into a lethal fighting machine built to destroy everything in his path. Only when Kong is told to throw a fight or risk his girlfriend being killed is he forced to make the ultimate choice, whether to stand up and fight or face the final humiliation. Packed with amazing mixed martial arts action, blood-soaked brawls, and amazing feats of agility, Fatal Contact is an all-action showcase for Jackie Wu Jing, the man touted by Hollywood insiders as the new Jet Li. Awesome! And there's a few... Blood and Bruises making a featurette, Fatal Flaws outtakes, and trailer gallery. Very cool. Wow. Well, that is awesome. Thanks to you and a couple other viewers, my martial arts section is actually starting to look half decent. Sweet. So now, not forgetting the letter, let's take a look here. I like how you sort of thematically group everything. So it's like, yeah. Okay, to Sean. Hopefully you would have got the other package by the time this has reached you. Yes, I actually specifically waited until all 4 packages arrived before I did anything else. Okay, just to make sure that everything was here, and if there were some that had to go together, they would be there, and stuff like that. Excuse me, my goodness. Hi, hopefully... you would have got the other package by the time this has reached you. The reason I've said that is because I had sent Waking the Dead well before the Clint Eastwood spaghetti westerns, and they seemed to have arrived backwards. Yeah, the spaghetti westerns one arrived last by like a good couple of weeks. Really bizarre. I think it got hung up in customs as well, and that's what the big delay was. Because all the others arrived pretty much all together. So... Oh, my goodness. Sorry about all the yawning, folks. Spaghetti westerns, they seem to arrive backwards, but at least you have them. In this package is a few martial arts films, as I remember you said you don't have a big Kung Fu film collection, so here is some awesomeness. I have got other stuff to send, so hopefully you enjoy it all. Oh, I'm sure I will. You seem to know the kind of stuff I like, so that's pretty cool. P.S. I have an idea for a few vids, and that is, through the years, you've received many packages from viewers and fans of DVDs and Blu-rays. How about you review a few of them? Just an idea, but either way, I will still watch your vids, and I enjoy them, and cannot wait until the next vid post. Yeah, I do review them sometimes, like you may recall with the Arrow video ones that you sent a while ago. I actually did videos about each individual one. There's just so much stuff that it would just be impossible to do videos of all of them. So I try to get to ones that I can when I can. Yeah. So I don't know. I'd like to sit down and do like more reviews of just, stuff that's been sitting on the shelf for a while and I haven't really done sort of spotlight reviews of. Maybe I'll do some of just like, I was thinking of doing some like sort of mini reviews, like just kind of pulling a DVD off the shelf and just doing like a 5-10 minute video about that DVD rather than doing my usual big long spiels and stuff like that. I don't know. Because there's a few that I could just do sort of shorter videos about and just sort of talk about a little bit, look at the packaging, look at the extras, talk about the contents, stuff like that. I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. It really, honestly, what I do or don't review at any given time just sort of depends on my mood at the time. I mean, I'm really, like, kind of bipolar and ADD when it comes to reviews. Like, sometimes I just get in a review mood, so I'll just do, like, a pile at a time. It's not unusual for me to sit down and do, like, 6 videos back to back in one go. And other times I just don't feel like doing anything, so I just sit around and, I do other stuff. Like I'll watch DVDs and Blu-rays, I'll play video games, I'll read comic books, or all of the above, or I'll just sit online and chat with friends, whatever. So, I don't know. We'll see. I'll do more reviews, don't worry. Yeah. Bleh. Alrighty. Well, we're almost at, we're past 25, 26 minutes here, so we're going to say goodbye for this episode, and we'll see you again next time for packages 3 and 4 from Bringer of Funerals, and see what other goodies of awesomeness await. Until then, thanks for watching, and sayonara.